Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A diesel motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Folks, we're looking at another nice Holiday Rambler diesel motorhome for under $40,000. Folks, this is a 2001 Holiday Rambler Endeavor, model number 40 PBD. This is the biggest and best Holiday Rambler Endeavor they built in 2001. Folks, this unit, rear engine diesel, is on a Roadmaster raised rail chassis. It's got the 330 horsepower ISC Cummins turbo diesel. Runs and drives great. Got a 7,500 watt diesel Onan generator. And folks, I'm gonna tell you, this motorhome's got a little bit of mileage on it, but keep in mind, this is not a gas burner. This is a diesel. Folks, I've personally seen these motorhomes with over 500,000 and 600,000 miles on them that still run like they got 50,000 miles on them. So mileage does not affect a diesel like it does a gas. This unit's got 125,000 miles on it, folks, but somebody has had this thing, has kept very good care of it, kept it clean, kept it serviced. This motorhome has got decades of life left to it with the proper care and maintenance. I'm talking about not just a few years, but I'm talking about decades. These Holiday Ramblers are built to last. That's why they've kind of been the brand that other RV manufacturers have compared their luxury motorhomes to for decades. This is a 60-plus-year-old company that builds these. Everybody's familiar with the Holiday Rambler as being a luxury motorhome. It's kind of like the Lexus of the RV industry. This unit has got all metal frame, aluminum, and a steel cockpit frame. It's got a 9-layer roof system with a peaked aluminum top, so very, very little maintenance you have to do to the roof. It's got a 5-layer sidewall, 5-layer floor, 2-inch thick insulation. I mean, this is made for cold weather use. It's made for pretty much any kind of weather North America can throw at you. 7,500 watt Onan Diesel generator. It's got the optional power patio awning. Got the 22.5-inch wheels and tires, so it's actually got the alloy wheels instead of the wheel covers. Now, folks, this is a 16-year-old motorhome, but look how good it looks. That 330 horse Cummins is going to give you all the power you need, and it's got a 10,000-pound towing capacity. It'll tow whatever you want to put behind it, folks, within reason. The back looks great. You can see the corners aren't beat up. Two slide outs with awning toppers, 50 amp service for power. No delamination. You know, Holidays don't delaminate like other brands do, folks. These things are built to last. That's why people buy these things new and pay so much more for them new than your average RV would be new, because you get what you paid for, which is a motorhome that's going to last you a lot longer than most other brands. Folks, I did some research on this, and 2001, this unit was $164,000 new. And just for S&Gs, I looked up a 2017 model Endeavor, and they only have 30 more horsepower than this 2001 model. They've got a 360 horsepower diesel versus this 330 horse. The 17 models, $268,000. That's how much new motorhomes have gone up in the last 15, 16 years. Absolutely ridiculous, folks. But the fact is that you can buy this unit in great shape with lots of life left to it for $130,000+ less than what it costs new. To me, it's an amazing thing, really, that somebody has lost that much money. So it's got the door awning, peaked aluminum roof, full basement storage. See, that raised rail chassis gives you a lot higher up basement, so it gives you full pass-through storage, and it's all enclosed heated basement too, so this is a great wintertime unit. Let's look inside this 01 Endeavor, and I really think, folks, y'all are Going to love this for the price. Plus, it's about to storm out there, so. Alrighty, folks. As we step inside, I've got the motor running. I mean, everything in here looks great. Seats, I don't know if they've kept covers on them or they've conditioned them, but these seats don't look like 125,000 mile seats. I mean, these leather seats look great. Got the backup camera that works great. We're going to make sure everything works on it as far as all the major systems. It's got a 6-speed Allison 3000 transmission. Of course, original TV that fits perfectly. Like I said, you got a 9-layer roof, got the padded vinyl headliner that helps reduce road noise, helps insulate your coach, and if you ever have water damage, you're going to see it pretty quick with that vinyl padded roof because it's going to droop down, but you have none of that in this one, folks. You've got opposing sofas. You've got the J Lounge right here across from a leather sleeper sofa. They both, folks, the people that had this thing, they've had to have kept this furniture covered. There's no way this is a 16. I mean, I've never seen furniture in a 16-year-old motorhome look as good as this. Now, the previous owners also removed all the carpet except for the bedroom and put linoleum down. And, of course, in the front cab area, they've still got the carpet. So the main walkthrough doesn't have any carpet you got to worry about cleaning. Got a table and chairs, Corian countertop, solid wood cabinetry, microwave, convection oven, plus a regular oven. So you've got 2 ovens in here. Double basin stainless steel sink. And this stuff's heavy too, folks, I'll tell you. Don't think they cooked a lot of meals in here. You know, I don't know why people get away from that. That's one thing I love about going out in my motorhome is cooking. Of course, me and my wife, we both love to cook, so it's nice being out there, and we like cooking. I don't know what, maybe it's just us. We like cooking just some different things in our RV than we do at home. It's just something about it. But you got the upgrade 4-door refrigerator freezer, 12 cubic foot Norcold. You can see, clean, those stains, none of that junk. And it's actually cold. It ain't been on very long. Already 14 degrees in there. Obviously that works. And you know, folks, I may know a lot about RVs, but I'm not a certified RV tech. So I couldn't tell you everything works exactly, but my RV techs will take this thing and go through it and make sure all the major systems work, and that's including but not limited to, of course, your appliances. Your refrigerator on gas and electric runs 12 hours on each. Air conditioners, we make sure both of those run, and we run them for several hours to make sure they don't freeze up or anything like that. We run the generator for about 24 hours. We run the water heaters for several hours, gas and electric. We run the furnaces. We make sure all of the sofas make beds like they're supposed to. All your cabinets work. We make sure your propane system works. We make sure there's no leaks in your plumbing or your propane system. We check the oven, the stove, the microwave, the convection oven, the hot water system, cold water system. We make sure all your faucets and spigots work. We make sure, Lord of mercy, folks, we make sure everything on this thing, as far as all that major stuff's concerned, works. We make sure all your lights work. Like I said, all your drawers and cabinets. We make sure the thing runs and drives good. And keep in mind, folks, we just drove this one in from South Carolina, 250 miles. So obviously it done a great job. It made it here. It does have the washer and dryer. We'll make sure that works. You know, cosmetically, folks, this is still a 16-year-old motorhome, and cosmetic issues, imperfections, and stuff like that, folks, that's part of buying a 16-year-old motorhome, and that's the price you have to pay to save that $130,000 off what this thing cost new in 01. Is that you're buying a 16-year-old motorhome with 16 years worth of age and use and 125,000 miles. Folks, it would not surprise me to see this motorhome 10, 15 years from now with 500,000 miles on it, still running the road. Somebody has taken exceptional care of this motorhome, and if you continue that care and maintenance, folks, this is probably going to be the last motorhome you'll never ever need to buy. I mean, you literally cannot wear these diesels out, and that's why people pay more. That's why the diesels cost more, new and used, than the gas burners, because you get what you paid for. You know, and I get asked all the time, and probably one of the most common questions that I get asked and my salespeople get asked is people coming in here looking at motorhomes comparing gas versus diesel. Which one should they go with? And of course, you know, you may have your own opinion about it one way or the other. And this is what I tell people, and it really makes sense when you think about it. You know, a lot of people, they'll buy something like an RV. They're only going to keep it a couple of years. They get tired of it. They trade for another one. What I tell people is, if you're the kind of buyer that's only going to keep something 2 or 3 years, maybe put a few thousand miles a year on it, a gas burner is going to suffice you just fine. You know, if you're still working, you're only going to use it a few weeks a year, a few weekends here and there, then the gas burner's fine. However, if you're wanting something that you want to keep for 8 or 10 years or longer, if you're wanting something to hit cross country in, something that, you know, that you can keep for a long time, make it your own, something that you may even pass down to your kids one day, then I always recommend somebody like that. I recommend a diesel, because you've got the longevity, a little bit better on fuel. Of course, you pay more for the fuel, so as far as cost per miles driven between a gas and a diesel, is pretty much the same. But you got something that will last. If you want to tow something, you're not going to find a gas burner that can tow 10,000 pounds, but you can find plenty of diesels. You've got a lot more torque. You know, you've got 860 pound-feet of torque versus the gas burner, which has maybe half that. And torque is where you get your power from. If you don't have torque, folks, I don't care how many horsepower you have, if you don't have torque, then everybody's going to run off and leave you. Even with smaller, you know, you can take an engine with less horsepower, and if it's got more torque, it's going to run off and leave a gas burner or something with more horsepower and less torque. Got a glassed-in shower. You've got a skylight that looks great. Notice there's no water stains or leaks there. You don't even have a rattle in this. You know, a lot of motorhomes, the shower door rattles, but they engineer these things so well. Even at 16 years old, the shower door doesn't rattle with the motor running. Now, you know what's funny, but you can crank the motor up on other brands and you'll hear that shower door rattle, but not in this Holiday. Washer and dryer combo. Here's an information sticker. 2001 Holiday Rambler Endeavor 40 PBD. Biggest and the best, 40 foot long. Matching Corian countertops and seamless Corian sink in here in the lavatory area. And you step back to the bedroom. Got a sliding privacy door for maximum privacy. Now, the previous owners, and of course, you know, people always modify their own RVs. And then we can take this out if you want to, but they left a cabinet and drawers in here. A little homemade job, but if you don't want that, I mean, we'll take it out. Just let your salesperson know. It's no big deal. You've got a little TV back here. Large closet across the back. You got a Queen Island bed. Still got, look at this, folks. The original factory bed cover. And throw pillows. Perfectly matches, and it looks great. Got a large closet across the back with the sliding mirror doors. And notice, we're sitting on top of a 330 horsepower Cummins diesel. And the closet doors aren't even rattling. That's how well put together these Holidays are. Got a couple of extra chairs in here for your table if you want it. But yeah, that's amazing. Look at that, folks. No rattling whatsoever from the closet doors. Just a well-fitted, well insulated, and well put together brand, folks. Holiday Rambler. Like I said, that's why they've been around for 60 years. You don't stay in business that long and still build motorhomes unless you're doing something right. Twin ducted roof airs are both ice cold. We'll make sure of that, folks. This unit's only $39,900. Will trade. That's a haggle-free price if you want the inspection. And you know, if you want to come get it as is, take the good with the bad, no checkout, no walkthrough, no guarantee of whatsoever, you know, we'll discount the price. But if you want it with that full major systems check by our certified RV tech, folks, that costs us a lot of money. You know, our certified RV techs aren't like regular RV techs. These guys actually go to a college of sorts in Florida, spend tens of thousands of dollars of their own money, and I think it's several months they have to go there and take refresher courses every couple of years to remain that certification. Those guys aren't cheap, and it costs, you know, it takes several hours for one of them to check out a motorhome like this. I have to pay their labor rate, and I have to pay whatever they find wrong with it for the parts. And you know, if we have to put a generator in this thing, or a roof air, or a refrigerator to make it pass that inspection, folks, we're going to do it. You know, that's a $10,000 generator. We're going to do it and not go up on the price 1 cent. Hope I don't have to do any of that, but I have done it, and several times a year we check the jacks, the slide out system, and everything. And we do all of that without going up on the price 1 cent. So that's why I say our prices are haggle free with the inspection. But if you just want to come get it, you're a do-it-yourselfer, which I don't really see. I see a couple of lights that aren't coming on, but like I said, I haven't tried the jacks. Obviously the slides work because they're out, but I haven't tried the jacks or anything like that, so I don't know if any of that works. But if you just want to come take your chances with it, just jump in it and go. Tell the salesperson they'll get you a discounted price, since we don't have to check it or do a walk. And that does not include a walkthrough either, because it's hard to walk through something when you haven't inspected it and make sure everything worked on it. So it's, but either way you want to go, we'll help you out. $39.9, will trade, financing is available with approved credit. We can get you rates as low as 4%. No extra fees. Our prices are haggle free, but they're also out the door too, folks. That saves you a lot of money, because these dealers, they'll add $3,000 or $4,000 in fees on top of the sales price. And what they charge you are dock fees, prep fees, freight fees, processing fees, get ready fees, everything else, folks. And all those fees are 100% dealer profit, 100% unnecessary to purchase a used or new RV. And folks, we don't charge any extra fees whatsoever. The price you see is the price you pay with the inspection. We've been in business over 48 or 49 years now. We're one of the oldest, largest, and most successful independently owned, family operated used RV dealers in the United States today. We sell 500 to 600 used units a year because we have the lowest prices on the internet. We're a true high volume dealer, and that's why our prices are so much lower, folks, because, you know, when you've been in business as long as we have, you don't owe anybody anything. You operate off your own money. We have no mortgages, no floor plans, none of that stuff, folks. Everything we own is paid for, so it doesn't cost us a dime to let it sit. And because we don't have the overhead these dealers do that finance everything, the ones that spend millions of dollars a year on advertising, sponsoring NASCAR and football games and races and stuff like that, folks, that's the kind of dealers that's going to cost you an arm and a leg to buy from because of their higher overhead. But folks, we're a family-owned and operated dealership. Been here a long time. We're going to be here a long time. And folks, I'm going to tell you, that's why our prices are low. Where else can you find a motorhome like this for under $40,000 in the condition that this is in, with the amenities and options? You know, we make our dollar with 10 dimes instead of 4 quarters, what my grandpa used to say. And that's exactly the truth, folks. Just give us a call, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Websites, parkwayrvcenter.com or .net, both mobile friendly. I always recommend everybody subscribe to my YouTube channel. This way you get notifications every time I post a video. And you never know what you're going to see from one day to the next. I don't know what I see from one day to the next. We turn over a lot of RVs here, folks. No commission salespeople, no gimmicks, no games, just honest savings. No extra fees. We can help you arrange nationwide delivery, and we will pick you up from the Chattanooga, Tennessee airport during business hours. We actually have several sets of buyers that fly in every week to buy from us, and we have customers that drive thousands of miles every week to buy from us, folks, because of our prices. We sold to buyers from all 50 states, including multiple sales, to Alaska, and to buyers that live in Hawaii. We sent over 2,000 RVs all over Canada, coast to coast, numerous ones overseas to England, Italy, Australia, the Netherlands, and other countries. Again, because of our low prices. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.